Hello everyone, in this video we are going to be exploring a brand new way to play the Pokémon trading card game, introducing Pokémon TCG Raid Battle. This kind of came out of nowhere. Pokémon revealed the trailer and a bunch of rules on how to play this game, and you can play it for free pretty much as long as you've got Pokémon cards. You can play it for free, you can print out all the assets, and even if you can't print them out, there's also a companion website. What do you call it? Joe's here with me to play.
Hello.
But more on that in a little bit. On the screen right now, I will put a list of things that you will need in order to play this at home, and I'll also put it in the description as well. So Joe, you are much better at explaining things than me, and I am terrible at picking up new games. So Joe's here to explain a lot better than me. Take it away, Joe.
Okay, basically this is essentially just like the Pokemon Sword and Shield raid battles. You have your 4 Pokemon that attack, and once you finish your attacks, then the raid boss will attack you. Now the raid boss that you get depends on the Pokemon you pick. Each player, like you can play with up to 4 people, or if there's only like 2 of you, 2 people take 2 players, like we're going to do.
So Joe, who do you have?
I have Celebi and Guzzlord, a Zygarde and a Solrock.
And I have Victini V, Raichu GX, Gengar and Mimikyu GX tag team, and a random Noivern that I found over on the scanner.
I mean, you can use any card you want, really. I mean,
yeah, it's a good way.
You can go back to the base set and use that if you want.
You'd probably struggle because of the power creep, but this is definitely a way of playing with your bulk, pretty much like the Celebi and Victini. They are actually spare cards that we have. All of these are from our bulk pile, and if you really want to, you can play them in top loaders because, well, you don't shuffle or anything, so there's no super big. Oh yeah, we need to shuffle.
Right, you do that. At the moment, at time of recording, there are only 2 bosses. It's Pikachu VMAX or Dreadnaw VMAX. And there are multiple different boss levels. Like in the main games, they are based on stars. Now the way you determine what boss level you do is you add up the highest attack damage of your cards. So the highest for me would be 160 and 120, so that's 280. And then that's 400, and then 520. Now the levels are as follows. If you have the max combined total of under 250, then you're going to struggle. So bring some better cards.
Yeah.
Between 250 and 390, and you have 1 star. Between 400 and 590, you have 2 star. And over 600, you have 3 star. Now, we were at 520, so we are actually a 2-star boss.
We were a 2-star boss. That surprises me. I thought we'd actually get...
Now, do you want to do Pikachu or Dreadnaw?
Pikachu!
We'll do Pikachu. Now, the difference between the different levels are they have more powerful attacks the higher the level. Oh, there we go. And they have more hit points. Now, this one's got 800 less hit points than that one, and it does a little less damage, but it's fine. So yeah.
That's why the first step's important, to see what your total attack would be, so you don't struggle, because that would be no fun if you're struggling to play.
I mean, ideally they say you should have Pokemon which are within 20 or 30 damage with each other, so that it's more balanced.
Yeah.
And we've got a pretty balanced group here, actually. I mean, other than Solrock.
Yeah. But you had to bring Solrock, didn't you?
I did. Right, basically, it just goes from player 1 to player 2 to player 3 to player 4 in doing damage. But first, you can always, if you want, you can just switch. And because there's no energy cards, you don't have to worry about retreat cost or anything. So I'm going to switch my Guzzlord and my Celebi. And I'm going to go for 160 damage on the Pikachu VMAX. Marty?
So you can either use these lovely damage counters that you have to print and cut out, which takes a little while.
I'm going to open the calculator.
Open the calculator and start taking away the health. So that would be an easier way to keep track of things. So you can use the printouts. So you got 10, 50, 500 and 100. I can't actually see the viewfinder.
Okay, now for playing...
Or you can use... I'm not finished it, Joseph. Or you can use dice, which a lot of TCG players will be fine using.
Now they do say that in your first couple of games you should ignore the attack text, but it's always up to you if you want to do that or not.
Yeah, you play simple games.
Most of the times it's going to be discarding energy or things like that.
Which things you can't
Yeah,
play.
but things like flip a coin to get more damage, that you can do. Right, player 2's going to switch Zygarde and Soul Rock because Soul Rock is dead weight. And that's another 120 damage.
Another 120 damage. So this is going to get really annoying using all of these.
Yeah. Now the digital assistant, it does keep track of it, so...
Yes, do you want to tell us more about the digital assistant?
It basically just walks you through the game in case you don't have the materials for the boss attacks and the cheer cards. Now we will get to those.
Because you need a lot of pieces of card and printer ink.
Yeah, okay.
Right, so it's my go. What do I do? So...
You can switch, or you can...
I will switch to Raichu just to make life a little easier, as this is our first game. And I will do 160 damage.
Oh, 160.
I can do 160 damage. I'm not sure. Did you pick that as the total attack for?
We were still under 600.
Oh, were we?
Yeah.
Okay, so 160. So where's my 50? And one more 10. Okay. You're going down, Pikachu. And that was my turn again. I might as well just switch my gun for an easy 120. So, 100 and 20.
Okay, it's got 1,440 damage. Right, now it's the boss's turn. So basically, as you can see there, careful. I don't know if you can see that. You can.
You can.
For each boss at level, you've got a certain amount of attacks. So 1 star does 2, 3 star does 2 star does 3, and 3 star does 4. So did you shuffle these?
Yes.
Okay, so for the first attack, use attack 1 against player 3. That's quick attack. Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 20 more damage. So that's, a heads, yeah?
That's heads.
So that's 60 damage on your Raichu.
No. Not Raichu.
Okay, attack number 2. Use the same attack against player 2. Roll the dice, please. That's 60 damage on the Zygarde.
Not Zygarde.
Now you can use weaknesses and resistances if you want. Okay.
Can you? I didn't actually know that in the rules.
I mean, I don't think it's listed. I didn't see it, but...
If you want to make things more
use
difficult.
attack 2 against player 4, but discharge. This attack does 40 damage to each Pokemon.
Wow.
So...
We needed more dice, Joe. I said you should have bought more dice.
Now, luckily, we didn't lose any Pokemon, so we're good.
Running out of dice. Cool.
Okay, so because we didn't lose any Pokemon, we don't need to cheer, so do 160.
Why are we doing 160?
Because now we're attacking again.
Okay. Right. 160. That's a lot of damage there from Guzzlord.
Mm-hmm.
You're not taking him down yet? Right, so what's Zygarde doing?
120 damage.
100.
I mean, normally it might be able to do double that, but the opponent doesn't have a hand in which to reveal.
And I guess I'm gonna do 160.
We are halfway through defeating it. Oh, and forgot to discard these. Sorry.
And they go in the discard part.
Which you put the boss attack.
Oh, whoops.
I'll put them like that so we know it's discarded. Actually, face up would work better.
Yes, so you don't accidentally taking them. And I guess 120 from Neuburn.
That's at 880 HP remaining.
I've seen a lot of people playing this with their children as well online already and having good times with this.
Okay, use attack 1 against player 2, so flip a coin. Okay, so that only does 40 more damage.
You need one of these.
Yes, please.
How many?
That's 2 more.
2 more?
It's very nearly defeated.
Your Zygarde's almost knocked out.
Use
Wait.
what?
Oh yeah, you got 20 HP.
Yeah. Use the same attack against player 4, so roll the dice, Marty.
Oops.
So that's 60 damage on your Neuver.
Oh no. I'll just do that. I got 20 HP left.
Oh. Use attack 3 again, so your Neuver is knocked out.
No.
And it does 60 damage to itself as well.
60 damage to itself.
Yeah.
I think dice might be a lot more easier for that in the future. So now Neuburn
is knocked out.
Knocked out.
But
I don't think you do that. You have it.
no, you have it on the Pokemon.
Okay, but you've got to keep count that is.
Or we just put it on the Pokemon and discard it. And so once they're out.
I mean, yeah, that is a way to do it.
Okay, we start a turn. You start with a cheer skill.
I can't reach.
Now be sure to align your printer correctly.
Yeah. Attacks from all players' Pokemon do 50 more damage this turn.
Very nice, very nice. Right, let's go again. So 160, so that's 210.
210. I mean, really, if you've got a calculator, you might not really need to do all the damage
No.
counters, to be honest.
And then 120. No, which is 170 now.
100, 50, 10. 10.
Okay, now it's your turn.
I will use Thunder for 160.
So 210.
210.
Okay.
And so, do I come back to life now? Apologies if we get any of this incorrect. Like I said, this is all new to us as well. We are reading the instructions as we go.
So now we are attacking. Use attack 3 against player 3. That would knock him out.
No, Raichu! Yeah, definitely.
180 damage, yeah.
Oh.
And it does 60 to itself. It might knock itself out.
How much, sorry?
60 to itself.
60.
Okay.
Wait, what about those two? Oh, was it?
It was attack 3 to player 3.
Okay.
I'm doing.
Oh, right.
Use attack 1 against player 1, so roll the dice, please. So just 40 damage.
40 damage to yourself.
And use attack 2 against player 1. Attack 2 does 40 damage to each Pokemon. So 60, that's knocked out as well.
No, we're gonna get blown out the raid then.
Okay, turn
Well, this
over.
doesn't look good.
So,
Oh, but I'm back in the game. We had to double check the rules to see if a Pokemon gets knocked out, if they come back in. I guess you can make a house rule where you have to go to your backup. But yeah, it's up to you.
okay, so I will draw player 2's cheer skill. Heal all damage from one Pokemon. I picked that one.
Yeah. Well,
There wasn't a choice.
Because Lord got lucky.
And then your cheer.
Thank you. The boss can't play more than one card next turn. So they can only attack once next turn.
Yeah, that's useful.
Okay.
Okay, so...
So now we're... Is everyone back? No, it's between turns, so it's...
Now we attack. 160, so...
150, 60.
And then you.
I want to do 120.
And it's gone.
Yay! Okay, so we figured we might as well try Dreadnaw. There's only 2 bosses available at the moment, Pikachu and Dreadnaw. So we've gone in with the 2 start again as we're keeping our same teams. So let's get on with it, I guess.
Yeah, okay, so 160 damage.
Is there, how much more?
It's got 200 more HP than...
Okay.
But all of its attacks do a lot of damage. And have new effects.
Okay.
Okay, and 120.
Got all my markers muddled up, great.
Oh dear.
No, sorry, that was I just needed to move that in the wrong pair.
Okay, you'll go now.
I would like to do 160. So that's the 60 and... Oh no, that's all muddled up. No! And now it's the 100 to it. And 120 from my Noivern, because Noivern is great.
Okay, so now it's for boss attack. Use attack 1 against player 1, that's 40, and the Guzzlord can't attack next turn.
No.
Mm.
And so that's quite a lot of damage for 160. That's quite a lot to not be able to attack.
Use attack 3 against player 2, so that's 160 damage on my Zygarde.
Oh no.
This is already a lot harder.
It is, isn't it?
And finally, use attack 2 against player 3. So that's 80 on your Raichu and you can't retreat.
Oh really? That's fine. Wasn't going to anyway. Okay, so just took a quick jump cut there because we were a little bit confused by the draw 1 or more card thing because we completely missed that on some of these cards. So if you've got anything wrong,
Let us know.
let us know and how we meant to do it because whoops.
Okay, so we now put these and then we attack again.
You can put these in sleeves as well.
Okay,
More
so
cards.
I can't attack with Guzzlord, so I am switching because it doesn't say you can't. Just that I can't attack.
Oh, because you draw a lot.
I had
Oh,
bite.
right. Okay.
You had jaw lock on that.
Okay.
And
That's
so
right.
50 on the Dreadnaw.
Just a 50. Any other effects on that?
Does 20 more damage for each of your benched Pokemon. Pet number 20 on then.
I guess, yeah, that's your bench Pokemon
Yeah.
then, isn't it? So, there you go. Always pays to read your kind of further effect on an attack because it might pay off.
120.
100 and 20. And I will do 160. And whoops! Oh no, I'm making a mess of this again.
It's fine, I'm keeping
Yeah,
track.
you're keeping track. Why am I doing this? And 120 from Noivern.
We're almost halfway there.
Cool.
Okay.
And so now it's boss attack.
Use attack 1 against player 3.
So that's 40, and I can't attack next turn.
I can just flip this.
Thank you.
There you go. The next one. Use attack 3 against player 1. That's 160. Oof.
Oh, Celebi.
It's 20 away.
Don't like those attack 3s, that's usually the most powerful.
And use attack 2 against player 4. So that's Jaw Lock, 80 damage.
No. 50, 60, 70.
And you can't switch to your Gengar.
Okay, be good for the next round.
Okay, I'm going to switch.
Yeah, don't mind me.
And do 160.
100. 50. 60.
And then I'm going to do another 120.
100.
So an 890.
You say 120?
Yes.
And I am going to go for 160.
Right, hang on.
What?
Didn't it use attack 1?
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, now 160.
No 160. But I will do 120.
From your Noiva.
Anyway. See, got to pay attention.
I mean, you could have switched for Victini, but it's too late now.
Yeah.
Whoops.
I'll take that.
Use attack 2 against player 2, so that's 80, and we have a knockout.
I'm sorry.
Use Bite on your Noivern.
Oh, that's definitely
That's
out.
a knockout.
No.
And use attack 2, which is Jaw Lock, 80, which is very close to a knockout. But you can't retreat.
Oh no. That's not good.
You are 10 damage away.
Oh no.
Okay, cheers skill. The boss can't play more than one card during next turn, so that's good.
That is very good.
And your one?
Wait, shouldn't it cheer? Oh, right.
No, it's from the start.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Okay. Heal 80 damage from each player's Pokemon. Hey!
Yay!
Let's get rid of that 80. I like to put my chill on there just to show that I've done it.
Fine. Okay, so I'm going to do 160. And you're going to, let me guess, 160?
Yeah. How did you guess?
It's on 450. Luckily it can only do one attack. Use attack 2 against player 1, so that's 80.
Oh, so we back. Oh no, that's the attack turn. I'm getting so confused.
Okay, now we can...
Now we back.
Now we back.
And the knockout. Nah. We back. So
Okay, so 160.
100.
We've got it this turn.
50. 60.
And then 120.
100. 10. 20.
I realised you have been messing up with something.
Oh no. What
If
is
we've
it?
been counting the text, then you should have been doing 30 damage to your Raichu with every 160. But we've not been paying attention to the text other than that one Celebi.
Yeah.
You should always pay attention.
You can't mix and match really. Either you do a simple rules or. a
Okay,
big
so we'll
text
take
rules.
20 off for the Celebi attack. We're still going to win this turn regardless.
So it's my go with Raichu.
Yes.
160.
Yep. I added the 20 back on.
160. And then I have to.
No, we're not doing that.
Okay. And then 120 from Noiva.
And we win.
Yay! What ball are you going to use?
Repeat ball.
Oh, I don't like repeat balls. Right, well, that is Pokemon trading card game raid battle. It's fun. It's a nice little alternative. I want to play with like 2 more people. That will be fun. And I'm looking forward to our local league starting again, because this kind of thing will be a nice little break to just do something different with Pokemon cards while you're, you know, at your local store or whatever. Also the companion, it's not an app, it's just a website, isn't it? You can play this with other people virtually from video calling. So maybe we'll give that a try as well, because we got a lot of friends from all over the world that like Pokémon TCG. So Joe, what do you think?
It's fun. I mean, we should definitely play it more.
I want to play it with other people, because I don't know, I'd rather just not have to control 2 lots. And it is quite, my only criticism, it's quite easy to just go for the same highest attack every time. There's very little reason. I'm sure someone's probably
You were right, strategizing.
How to do this better. Also, come on Pokemon, we want more bosses already. 2's not enough. And maybe one day there'll be a physical product, in which case we'll try this again. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of Pokemon Trading Card Game Raid Battle. And as always, if you've liked this video, press the like button, share with your friends, and if you haven't already, press the subscribe button for more Pokemon videos. And I'll see you guys next time.